down by 4 with a starter on the mound. But the Nats caught up with Cliff Lee, setting the stage for the league's hottest hitter. And a high fly ball, left field line. It is up against the wall, and career hit number 1,000 is a home run that puts the Nats on top. The bullpen took care of the rest, and a grand celebration ensued. Steven Strasburg looks to shine tonight and finish the sweep on Masson. Very exciting weekend for the guys so far. How nice would it be to sweep the Phillies? Giants coming in for 3 before the Nats have to hit the road again. Those guys are psyched to see if the Nats can win 3 in a row. But right now they're saying, hey, let's play it one at a time. Bob and FP, welcome to the ballpark. 2 weeks does not an offense or a season make, but 2 weeks of pretty good offense can give you some confidence moving forward with a long way to go.
Well, we've talked about the Nats having game plans now and kind of the Rick Shue effect to where they're sitting up there looking for a pitch in one spot, being a little more patient. You see the last 15 games of results, 4.4 runs a game, the batting average up, the average with runners in scoring position up, and the on-base percentage, slugging percentage. And check out the record on the bottom with 3 runs or more, 50 and 14. That's just incredible.
Right in the middle of everything is Jason Worth. His batting average is now over 320. His on-base percentage just under 400. He's having some amazing at-bats, and we saw some of the best of the season last night. Needed 3 RBIs to get to 1,000, or rather hits, and just got it done all night long using the entire ballpark.
Well, I like 999 actually better than 1,000. 1,000 was probably a bigger hit for the ball club and obviously for Jason Worth's personal statistics, but 999 was just a dogfight with Cliff Lee. Ended up with a base hit to right. But Jason Worth, how about this? Since he strained his hamstring, he's hit 354 with 13 HR in 58 games coming back from that hamstring. He's absolutely one of the best players in the National League right now.
You've got to be going well for us to give you a color-coded chart. So the blue is slugging percentage, the orange in the middle on base percentage, and the batting average, the bottom line, all of them on the rise. Unbelievable numbers since the 3rd week of July.
Yeah, well, the confidence level for Jason Worth just through the roof right now. Got swagger beyond all belief, and hopefully some of that will rub off on his teammates. But we saw a lot of spirited at-bats last night, and you hope that continues here tonight off Kyle Kendrick.
And we hope that Steven Strasburg is at his best as well. It is the most deceiving record, 5-9, with a 3.01 ERA in baseball. For some reason, the Nats are only 7-15 when he starts. So hopefully, some of that offense we've all been watching all weekend will go Steven Strasburg's way in a very rare 5:05 p.m. start. New thinking, new possibilities. By PNC Bank, for the achiever in you. And by Kia. Visit Kia.com to learn why Kia is one of the fastest growing car brands in America. It's a beautiful evening here. There are some shadows creeping. A rare 5:05 start. We'll see which pitcher can take best advantage of that. I think the Nats feel pretty good about the guy they've got going out there tonight. So it's 84 degrees, humidity in the mid-50s. Train celebrating its 100th anniversary by offering irresistible financing. It's hard to stop a train, really hard. Phillies are 8th in the league in batting average, 12th in runs, 6th in home runs. And Darren Ruff's been on base quite a bit. He's playing right field for them every day right now. 28 hits in 28 games this year. A homer, 2 RBIs. In this series, he's a big, strong, right-handed hitter. Kevin Franzen in there. Michael Young not starting. Neither is Carlos Ruiz for the Phils. Steven Strasburg, 5th time against Philadelphia. He's 1-1 with a 4.43 ERA career. Jimmy Rollins is 1 for 8 with an RBI. Cracks the first one to right, and it falls in front of Jason Worth. Underway at 5:06, and the Phillies have a base runner.
Well, Rollins, a guy who likes to swing at the first pitch, and it's for Steven Strasburg last time out Monday, and the Nats 3-2 loss against the Braves. He was nice. He pitched 7 stellar innings, 5-hit ball, gave up just 2 runs, struck out 9, walked nobody through 112 pitches. So fastball, curveball change, fastball averaging in the mid-90s.
Kevin Franzen. And he showed bunt, got Zimmerman on the move. Strike call, outside corner. He's 1 for 3 with a home run and 2 RBIs career against Strasburg. 0 for his last 7, hitting .246. He's had a couple of pinch hitting appearances this weekend.
Well, the good thing is you're 1 for 3 with the tater off Strasburg. The bad thing is it got you back in the lineup.
Seen a lot of double plays in this series. Strasburg to throw over to LaRoche. Crew chief behind the plate for this final game of the series. 30-year veteran John Hirschbeck, James Hoy, Bob Davidson, Jim Reynolds around the bases. Rollins will hold as Franzen fouls one. Comes hopping out of there. Didn't feel too good that time. And the count's 0-2.
Also the defense for the Nats behind Steven Strasburg. Harper, Span, Worth your outfield. Desmond Zimmerman on the left side. Steve Lombardozzi getting the start at second base today. And LaRoche playing first. And Wilson Ramos behind the dish. So Lombardozzi with that pinch hit walk to start the big rally gets rewarded with a start.
And a breaking ball on the front door. Franzen not able to pull the trigger. Didn't like the call. Has a chat with John Hirschbeck, who is staring him down on the way back.
Yeah, 78 miles an hour. Looked like it caught the inside corner. Hirschbeck and Franzen and Charlie Manuel all exchanging words still.
Umpire still looking over there. The mask almost coming off.
Hey, remember last time Kevin Franzen got ejected from a baseball game here at Nats Park when the Phillies were in town. Threw his bat down after a called third and got run.
Chase Utley. In this series, Phillies second baseman, 2 for 7, an RBI and a walk. And Strasburg showing a good curveball early. His breaking stuff lately has been remarkable.
Well, his off-speed stuff has. Changeup's been good. Curveball's been good. Last time out against the Braves, the fastball command on top of it was good. He's just had a good feel for that curveball early in the count to get a strike.
Everything around the plate so far. Every pitch. Utley's hit into 7 double plays this year. How about number 8? Desmond turns it. Good feed from Lombardozzi. And double plays have been pitchers' best friends in this series. Here come the Nats bats. Do they have a third straight good game in them? Risen from the second lowest spot in the league in runs to one more step up the ladder. And Jason Worth this month has been amazing. 13 for 24 in August, 5 RBIs, 8 runs in 8 ball games. He's 4 for 8 in this series with 3 RBIs and 2 walks. Starting lineup brought to you by Mazda. We believe if it's not worth driving, it's not worth building. Cal Kendrick is struggling. High ERA since the All-Star break. He is a 10-game winner, and he makes his 24th start. He's 5-6 career against the Nats with a 4.42 ERA. Denard Span back in that leadoff spot. And bat came alive last night. A sacrifice, single, double. He's 3 for 9 with 2 RBIs in the series.
Yeah, he's posted a 7.36 ERA over 5 starts during the month of July, so he had a tough July. But he got the win last time out against the Cubs on the 6th. So fastball, cutter, curveball change. Got to move it around, cut the fastball, sink the fastball, and throw a lot of changeups anytime.
Span, a great stroke to left field. And Denard's at his best when he's going that way, using the ballpark, and he's aboard.
There goes the no-hitter. Right out of the gate, Denard Span, good swing. Anytime Span is going the other way, you know he's feeling good. And just a little reach on the two-seam fastball in the outer half, slaps it into left field. And just like that, the Nats picking up right where they left off last night. Last night felt like the hot tub time machine. Set it to 2012. It was fun.
It felt good. I didn't know it was that good. Wow.
Yes.
Zimmerman in this series, a home run, 2 hits, 2 walks. Ryan's only 6 for his last 38, but the timing of his hits have been good. He's hitting .289 career against Kendrick with 11 hits and 38 at bats, including a home run. That's a busted bat. Ryan's going to have to hustle. Ashe to Utley. No chance for a relay with Span bearing down on the runner. And so the Nats will now have to go to work with Harper.
Your Philadelphia Phillies defense, Brown, Martinez, rough your outfield. Rollins, Ashe left side, Utley, Franzen right side, and Eric Kratz behind the dish.
So Ryan Zimmerman manages to get somebody in scoring position for Bryce Harper.
I heard rumors last night that the Nats bullpen was barking at the Phillies right fielder, Darren Ruff. And then he went deep and they had to tighten it up a little bit. Oh,
yeah, wait till he's 0 for 3 or something. So here's Harper, 1 for 7, couple of RBIs in the series. Big time sacrifice last night, pair of walks. And Bryce will take it in there. Bryce has really had success against Kendrick, 8 for 17.
Nice, you got the safety squeeze sign from Trent Good a couple of times last night. And Fine decided to do it, got the bunt down, and what a big play that turned out to be off a nasty lefty. And Diekman got the bunt down. Utley went for the force out at second base and set the stage for Jason Worth.
And a target to the outside corner, and then an inside move to send the runner back.
Worth was asked after the game, how would you grade that Bryce Harper bunt? And he said, S for surprised.
You're going to get an honest answer. '81, pretty good changeup away. 1 ball, 2 strikes.
Yeah, really good changeup away. He'll throw this 24% of the time according to Fangraphs, and you just see that one kind of dive away from Harper. So not so much the change of speeds, it was the movement at the end.
And there's a fastball right in there, and Bryce Harper walks away. 2 outs. Mercedes-Benz will track it.
Well, change up away to that front hip fastball. Kyle Kendrick will go in with 2 strikes and try to run back that 2-seamer. And does a nice job right there. Started at the front hip of Bryce Harper and getting the call at third. And now what do? First base open, 2 outs. You go after the hottest hitter on the planet?
Well, if there was a left-hander on deck, maybe you'd say maybe. But there's a right-handed hitter on deck. I'd have to make Ian Desmond beat me if I'm the Phils.
Well, it's just a first inning, but with Steven Strasburg on the mound for the Nats, we've seen teams actually bring in their infield in the first inning with a runner on third and less than 2, and they're going to go talk about it. And Kyle Kendrick's a guy, Carp, that's not going to give in to a hot hitter. And obviously Jason Worth is more than hot, so I'd be surprised if he challenges him at all. But when you're hot like Worth, I mean, you're just seeing ball, hitting ball, not thinking about a whole lot.
Pitching pattern, pitch selection, location will be interesting to watch for these first couple of deliveries in this AB. Worth using the ballpark so well. Phillies playing him straight away. Utley, second baseman up the middle some. Way off the line, Franzen at first. And that'll be a fastball that catches the inside edge. 1 ball, 1 strike.
And when you're locked in like Jason Worth is, at times you don't even know what you just hit. You're in the zone. You're so focused. You're just swinging the bat, seeing ball, hitting ball. And we were talking about that today. There's times right now when he couldn't even tell you if he had a slider, fastball, or changeup. He's just hitting. That's being in the zone.
There he is. Up the middle. Here comes Span. Martinez throw, no chance. Jason Worth has done it again, and the Nats have a lead. 5 hits, 4 RBIs in this series.
I mean, I know it's just the first inning, and I know you got a good hitter on deck. It went right after Jason Worth with a fastball right there. Right down the middle. Hey, Jason, you just hit a fastball. And it put the Nats on the board 1-0. Locked in. Absolutely locked in.
49th RBI. Here's Desmond. And he's a .333 career hitter against Kyle Kendrick. That was interesting because prior to that at bat, Worth was only 4 for 20 against this right-hander. So Denard Span got things going, came around to score with 2 outs. And in these late afternoon conditions, it's always important to get the early lead. It's not going to be easy hitting for a while here. Not that it's ever easy, but even tougher. Ian in the series, he's been good. He's walked. He's 4 for 7. Racked up some extra base hits, 49 of them now. 6th most in the league. And he'll drive some runs home from first base with 2 outs. That's a busted bat. Jimmy Rollins backing up. And that's it for the Nats in the bottom of the first, but a good frame it was. Span and Worth teaming up, and this man is on fire. Second inning coming up. 4-5-6 for the Phils. Second inning presented by Luna. Call for the Luna Double. Get your second room of flooring free at 877-241-LUNA. Dominic Brown, Darren Ruff, Cody Ashe. Good power matchup here. Strasburg goes. Fastball up and away. Dominic Brown in this series, 3 for 7, a walk, a home run. But he's 0 for 4 against Strasburg. That gets away inside.
And just held on the changeup a little too long right there. And just watching Brown throughout the season, likes the ball down the zone. When he's locked in, he hits the ball all over the place, but he would prefer the ball close to him on the inner half. That's where he does the most damage.
Here comes Lee Kuntz. Something is not right after 2 pitches in this inning.
There's a little something with his leg and then rolled his shoulders after he held onto that changeup. Watch him after the pitch. So hang on the changeup too long, right here. Left leg, cramp. No idea.
He just said, I'm okay after throwing one pitch. So Davey Johnson, Steve McCaddy, and Lee Kuntz back to the dugout. And a very quiet crowd applauds. Fastball, 3-0. Four-pitch walk. Phillies both innings have had their leadoff man aboard. Rollins a base hit in the first. He was erased on the double play. Bring in Darren Ruff.
It's kind of landed real ginger on the 3-0 pitch. 93 miles an hour, missed, and there was a little hop at the end after delivery. So right there. So it looks like a lower half deal.
Off the stretch now. And a fastball inside to Darren Ruff.
They got to get somebody up. I think he's done. It's another ginger follow through right there. Kind of landed soft. Well, you never know. It could just be a cramp, right? To where you work through it.
I didn't know that noticed that Craig Stammen just got up, walked to the back of the bullpen, got a sip of water. Jim Lett has not approached the bullpen phone. I mean, he's not obviously hoping for a call or wanting to show that he's expecting one. But Stammen now walking back toward the bullpen bench just behind the wall after getting a drink. 1 ball, 2 strikes. A lot of snap on that breaking ball, but it stayed inside. Might have even backed up a bit. And the count's 2-2. Runner on the move and a foul ball.
A better delivery right there, better follow through. So maybe working through some sort of leg cramp early. Keep an eye on it, obviously.
Two and Rollins holds, or rather Brown holds. Good thing he did for the Phillies. Strikeout number 2 as Strasburg kept the ball away from the big, strong right-handed hitter.
Well, look at a little better. I'm not even watching the pitch. I'm just keeping an eye on the follow through, and kind of landed normal the last 2 or 3 pitches.
It'll bring in the rookie third baseman Cody Ashe. Ruff, Ashe, Kratz, Martinez facing Strasburg for the first time. And a check of Dominic Brown, who has power but also can run. He's 8 for 9 stealing bases. Good placement there. That's beautiful.
Yeah, good command, right? Fastball away, 95 on the black. Back to the curveball, 78. Right down the middle. So Ashe's seen 2 pitches. 1 paint and 1 the nasty curveball.
Eric Kratz gets the start behind the plate. Carlos Ruiz 2 for 4 with a homer in the series, and actually 2 for 4 with a homer against Strasburg, but not playing this late afternoon game after a night game. Strasburg paints with 97. Feeling better, it seems, with every pitch, and that's 2 swinging strikeouts in a row.
Yeah, getting loose, right? Whatever's going on with the lower half seems to be better for Strasburg. 97 miles an hour worth of better right here. And Cody Ashe saw 2 nasty fastballs on the black from Steven Strasburg on the outer half.
Catcher Eric Kratz 0 for his last 7, batting .220. Looked like he committed. James Hoy agrees, strike 1.
Like I said, get the bullpen up. He is done. 97 on the black. Wow.
Well, obviously something bugging him. Must have been temporary. And we hope it stays away, because he's on right now. Target in. And then a step off just to look at the runner. Runner on the move. Brown picked an off-speed pitch, and right on the bag, perfect from Wilson Ramos. It's only the second time this year Dominic Brown's been thrown out. So Strasburg gets some help from his battery mate on a breaking ball. Ramos and Lombardozzi, bottom of the second, leading 1-0 early. Thursday, the Giants will be here to wrap up the homestand. They'll actually be here Tuesday and Wednesday as well. First 15,000 fans Thursday. Ages 21 and over, get a Miller's cap, a Nationals cap, presented by Miller Lite. You can only get that at the center field gate coming right down Half Street. While supplies last, some restrictions apply. Go to nationals.com/tickets. Here's Kyle Kendrick, 15 pitches, 11 in the strike zone, but he gave up 2 hits in the first inning. Everybody who swung made contact. He got a called strike on Harper. And here's Adam LaRoche to lead off, bottom second. That's off the end of the bat, over by the third base line. Kendrick with the bare hand makes a good play. Pitcher, the only guy who could make the play with the Phillies shifted around a bit on Adam LaRoche.
Yeah, hit it just soft enough so Kendrick could get over there, bare hand the ball, and make a nice play. Hits it a little bit harder. It's obviously a knock because Cody Ashe was playing shortstop.
That'll bring in Wilson Ramos, who's already erased a base runner, a possible run for the Phillies today.
You talk about a perfect throw. Lombardozzi didn't really even have to put a tag. The ball just landed at the base of second base.
Ramos to right center. He is now 5 out of 9 in this series, just like Jason Worth is. Except he only has a measly 2 RBIs.
Buffalo's roaming.
Lombardozzi batting 8th today, Julie. Anthony Rendon not in the lineup.
That's right. Davey Johnson wanted to give him the day off after he kind of rolled his wrist a little bit in his last at bat yesterday. Dr. Dwogi checked him out, said it was fine. Anthony, as he recalls it, he said, my body was saying yes to the swing on the high pitch, but my arm said no. He said I was kind of going in 2 different directions. It felt really weird, but he said that he's okay. Davey Johnson just wanting to be extra cautious.
Yeah, Rendon, last time up, last night drove in those 2 runs. That was part of that 5-run 7th inning. He was 0 for 3 up to that point. I think it was that 6th inning at bat that was bugging him. And he's done some contributions in this series. How about 4 RBIs for Anthony Rendon? That ball, if it hits fair, is a beautiful thing, as P would say, for Lombardozzi. Cody Ashley goes out and chases it, slides to gather it in. And how about that for a guy who came in hitting .347 his last 25 games?
And right now, Kevin Franzen is talking to Lombardozzi at first base and saying, I'll take 10 of those this week. And you know why this lands for a hit is just the threat of the bunt. Cody Ashley has to come in and respect the fact that Lombardozzi can lay down a base hit bunt, and the fact that he's in on the grass allows that ball right off maybe the pine tar to drop into left field for a beautiful thing for Lombardozzi.
Steven Strasburg, 6 sacrifice bunts this year, 12 in his career. Nats have a lead. And the Denard Span swinging well. Looks like Davey Johnson wants a couple of runners moved here. Strasburg takes the fastball, 89 in there. He will lay that one down right to the pitcher. Once the first baseman, and that was almost a throwaway by Kendrick. Once Franzen couldn't get there to cut it off, and the ball got through. Good bunt by Strasburg. Even though he hit it kind of hard, but he placed it well.
We'll give Wilson Ramos some credit for getting a good jump at second, but let's take a look at Steven Strasburg run to first base. Kind of pulls up there at the end, gets the job done. So good enough bunt to get Ramos to third. And like I said, give Ramos credit for a good secondary lead. And as soon as he saw the ball down on the ground, hustling into third, Kendrick thought about going there.
Here's Denard Span, who has collected a number of RBIs over the last couple of weeks. 83 on the first one, a strike at the knees. So Denard now 4 for 10 in this series. He's already driven in 2 runs. Those came on a 5th inning single down the right field line Friday night. And a fastball in there. So Ramos at third, Lombardozzi at second. First time through the order, the Nationals 4 for 8 with a sacrifice. All singles. A little high and tight. Pretty good 0-2 pitch by Kendrick.
We see how he's working it right now. He went front hip sinker for strike 2, meaning he ran it back off Denard Span's front hip, and then he went the cutter right there to try to get Span to commit. And now you'd think he'd go back to that front hipper.
Span will pull it, and that'll be right to Kevin Franzen. So the Nats threaten, swinging the bats well though. 4 hits already, and leading 1-0 into the third.
eventful second inning. So he landed funny on a pitch, got the attention of everybody in the Nats dugout, kind of pulled a changeup across at 90. Lee Kuntz, Steve McCaddy, Davey Johnson all come out, take inventory, and then all of a sudden he found his location, righted the ship, threw some nasty fastballs on the Black Dakota Ashy, and got the bunt down. And when he was running to first, kind of favoring the leg a little bit. So we will definitely keep an eye on Steven Strasburg,
who has racked up 3 times $37 already. Children's in at National Institutes of Health, benefiting from our DC area Toyota dealers. $37 for every strikeout. Toyota, case for kids. Top of the third, Kratz, Martinez, Kendrick for the Phils. Kratz at the plate, and Wilson Ramos threw out Dominic Brown trying to steal. That ball hit hard, and Zimmerman reaches up to grab it, keeping that out of the left field corner. Good reaction.
Machado, real speed, so you want to play third in the big leagues, huh? That's what you have to deal with. Line drives off the bat, and good reaction by Zimmerman. Playing a little bit deeper right there, gave him a chance to make that play.
Number 8 man, Michael Martinez. Martinez from the left side, 5 for 20 this year. He's only had 22 at-bats at the big league level in 17 games. And he's in swing mode here in the number 8 spot ahead of Kendrick. 1 out, 3rd inning. That was the first time Steven Strasburg was able to retire the leadoff man, and Kyle Kendrick is next. That will be unreachable. So the Phillies have sent 8 men to the plate, and Steven Strasburg has had half of them 0-2 counts.
Well, if you're wondering what the big concern is at home about Strasburg's lower half, you just don't want your star pitcher to overcompensate because something's going on down low with the upper half. And I think that's where the concern is. But when you're throwing 98 miles an hour like that, I think everything's okay.
Martinez becomes strikeout victim number 4. And now a chance to get the pitcher and send this thing into the bottom of the 3rd.
Well, reach back right here. Hardest fastball of the day from Strasburg, 98. And Michael Martinez, none chance of catching up with that. Especially elevated.
Right in there to Kendrick, who's 0 for 3 career against Strasburg. Work rate has sped up here. Throwing strikes. Front door, inning over. So he gave up. Leadoff men aboard in the first 2 innings, and after 3, Strasburg's only faced 9 batters, 5 strikeouts to start this one. Coming up 234. Visit Kia.com to learn why Kia is one of the fastest growing car brands in America. So our due-ups for the bottom of the third against right-handers this year. Ryan Zimmerman just a click under 270. 8 of his 13 home runs. Bryce Harper, 15 of his 17, hitting over 300. And Jason Worth, well, he's hitting everybody right now, so why bother to break it down? Kendrick, 25 pitches, 20 strikes in the first 2 innings. Things are happening quickly on those 25 pitches. He's had 7 of 10 first pitch strikes. Strasburg's had 8 of 10. And you might say, wait a minute, he's only faced 9 batters. Well, Eric Kratz stepped in for first pitches twice. Second time after Dominic Brown was thrown out.
Yeah, got a sneak peek before he lined out to Ryan Zimmerman.
Zimmerman bounced out to the third baseman Ashe first time, and that is in there.
Jammed Ryan first time up on a ground out to third. He's going back in there again. A couple of two-seam fastballs on the inner half.
And the chopper, third base way again. Ashe on a good play, charging, took the short hop. Bryce Harper steps in. With more, here's Julie.
Well, Bryce recently changed his second and third at-bat walk-up song. The first one to TikTok by Kesha, and the second one, Don't Stop Believin' by Journey. So I don't know if you can look too far into it. He says that there's really no connection, but kind of interesting. TikTok and Don't Stop Believin'. What do you think it means, guys?
Well, tick-tock means not much time goes by before he gets that first at bat, maybe.
Well, I know the clock's been broken right field for 2 days, so maybe that's what it means. It's been 5:20 here for 2 days at Nats Park.
Yeah. I have no idea.
Hey, if they keep winning, it should be 5:20 the rest of the year, in my opinion. Just like your color analyst, even a broken clock is right twice a day.
That's right. I've heard that about a broken clock or a broken watch.
Or a broken analyst.
That's inside. 1 ball, 1 strike. When somebody can prove to me that walk-up music affects on-field performance, I'll pay a whole lot more attention. Keyword being proof. And Bryce took a half swing. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Ball's at his feet and he didn't know it. And Eric Kratz was trying to pick it up.
I don't think Bryce realized that was called a strike. Well, you talk about walk-up songs. Back in the day in the 90s, we all had one, and they give you about 10 seconds of the song. And now hitters have 3, 4 different walk-up songs based on the at-bat, and I kind of like that. A different flavor, different variety, mix it up a little bit. Michael Morse is so good that it's still here.
Yeah, the strongest impression of all, that one. Harper gashes one right down the line. And a hustling, diving, scrambling play by Kevin Franzen. Well done. 2 outs.
Now, Kevin Franzen, a middle infielder by nature, and used as a utility guy by Charlie Manuel, playing first base. Doing a nice job right there, going to the glove side, slide and play on the line. That's highlight reel stuff. Nice play.
Your mission, our commitment. Visit agilitycorp.com. Everybody fearing the beard right now. So, I don't know, pretty soon Jason will be a part of the batting race, and if he keeps this up, he'll be a factor. Right now, he'd be fourth, actually just fifth behind Joey Votto, starting the day at 325. And Chris Johnson's coming back to earth, mid-330s. Yadier Molina at 330, Michael Kadire 328. His on-base percentage would be third best in the league. Coming in today at 397 and up another click or two there.
Well, in 2010, a lot of hitters feared the beard in San Francisco with Brian Wilson. Now a lot of pitchers fearing the beard here this year with Jason Worth.
1-1 the count. And a chopper. That is foul outside the bag. Strike two.
He's made adjustments in his stance. We were looking on the plane the other day. We had side-by-side from his stance in Philadelphia in 2010 to what he's doing right now. It's basically the same thing. Hands are a little bit more up and out over the plate than they were in 2010. But if Nats fans remember, in 2011, Jason Worth had a different stance every single week. And he tried so many different things. He never really got comfortable with one thing. This year, just kind of standing upright, staying over the top of the baseball. Using that big, strong frame as leverage. And like I said last night, I've never seen the ball consistently come off his bat like it has in batting practice every day this year.
Fight that one off. 27 homers, 85 RBIs in 2010. Previous year, he had gone 36 and 99. Made the All-Star team in 09. He's always been a good on-base guy coming into this season. Worth's career on-base percentage over 9 years, 362. One-two count. And a big slow breaking ball had him reaching. 1-2-3, third inning for Kyle Kendrick. Top of the order, straight ahead for the Phils. 1-0 Nats. At DynCorp. We serve today for a better tomorrow. They're here every day, every night. They wave their caps. We salute them. And Julie, when they come to the ballpark, our ball players with the Nats make them feel very special as well.
Absolutely. Staff Sergeant Earl Granville, who served and was injured in Afghanistan, came to visit the guys in the dugout earlier today and had them sign his prosthetic leg. There's Chad Tracy. He brought it around to all the guys in the dugout. Bryce Harper among them. Adam LaRoche as well. He said he's a huge baseball fan. His favorite player, Jason Worth.
Well, we hope he's going as well as Jason is right now.
That was cool. Very cool.
Fourth inning underway, and Steven Strasburg has thrown an off-speed pitch to get a strike on Jimmy Rollins. Then he goes heater. Rollins late, and the ball out of play, 0-2. Strasburg, by the way, first 3 innings, 33 pitches, 24 strikes. Big hook for the strikeout. 10 outs, 6 on strikes. Kinetic North America will try to track this.
Well, Jimmy Rollins, the only hit so far for the Phillies on the first pitch of the game. Line drive to right, and since then, Steven Strasburg's been great. First pitch ambush and faced the minimum since.
Kevin Franzen, his first strikeout victim on a borderline call, somewhat controversial. First out of the game. Franzen rips one to right. Phillies a runner with 1 out. Enjoy the Beltway Burger Pack at Nationals Park Thursdays and Fridays. So you can do that this Thursday when the Giants are in. A game ticket, burger, fries, and a drink starting at just $20. That offer is available online only at nationals.com/burger pack. Some restrictions apply. Chase Utley hit into a 4-6-3 double play first time. Hit the ball pretty hard at Steve Lombardozzi.
I'll tell you what, as a hitter, when you argue a called third strike, the rest of the day you're hacking. And you almost had to know that Kevin Franzen was swinging at the first pitch. He is not going to leave anything to chance from here on out today.
Yeah, that was a very unpleasant exchange between him and John Hirschbeck. And a 1-0. Utley jammed, pops it up. Ryan Zimmerman checking out his surroundings, ends up with plenty of room, 2 outs. Even though Strasburg has all those strikeouts, some of his other outs have been quick. Not often we've been able to say it's 6 o'clock as we're playing in the top of the 4th inning here at Nationals Park. Unique starting time. Crowd of, I don't know, 25 to 30,000. I will say one thing, the shady side of the stadium pretty jammed over on the third base side. Folks on the first base side hoping for some cloud cover or that sun to start setting behind the grandstand. 84 at game time. Shady, sunny.
I would definitely be sitting on the shady side for more than one reason.
That's where most of the shady people sit.
Yep.
And that's off to the left side. 0-2. So those with sunny dispositions over on first base.
And all the shady people down the third base line.
No balls, 2 strikes. Crowd starting to clap for an end to this inning. Tough hitter Dominic Brown, who walked first time, was caught stealing on a fantastic throw by Wilson Ramos.
I mixed it up nice. Better feel for the curveball and the changeup today, but the fastball command has been good, and as high as 98 miles an hour. He's touched it once.
That's a late reaction. 88 on the changeup. 7 strikeouts in 4 innings for the untouchable Strasburg.
time and we'll recommend more, visit Cox.com to learn about Cox Advanced TV Plus. Nats way ahead 1-0 as we go to the bottom of the fourth, and it's the same old with Jason Worth. Go back to the first inning. First base open, 2 outs. We've gone over all the Jason Worth stats for the month of July and the month of August. Hottest hitter on the planet. Kyle Kendrick chooses to pitch to him and pays the price. Scott Hairston approves. Jason Worth clapping. And that's the only run of this game so far.
Great ratio for Kendrick. 38 pitches. Now 39, and he's thrown 30 strikes. 5 in a row going back to the Strasburg sacrifice in the second. Coming off a 13-pitch, 1-2-3. Ian Desmond turning quickly, fouling one hard. Counts even 1-1.
Minus the curveball, the stuff from Kyle Kendrick very similar to Chris Medlin, where he'll take that sinker, run it in and out, cut the fastball a little bit, throw the changeup at any count. Medlin's stuff a little more crisp than Kendrick's, but the Nats just seeing Kyle Kendrick or just seeing Chris Medlin a couple days ago, you'd think would have a good look at Kyle Kendrick today.
Kendrick saw Desmond in swing mode on those pitches inside, tried to get a strike in there one more time, and the count's 2-2. Adam LaRoche, Wilson Ramos to follow, bottom 4. Nationals to put one leadoff man aboard today, and Span scored back in the first. Desmond to right field, base hit. No chance for Chase Utley to get there. And Ian Desmond's having a fine series. He's 5 out of 9. They've got 3 hitters in the lineup with at least 5 hits in this series.
Verizon Fios on the swing, 3-2. Kind of got a cutter on the outer half and went with it. So Ian Desmond with a good at-bat here to start up the fourth. We talked about it last night. The Nats are putting a lot of good at-bats together on these Phillies pitchers.
And you can put some things together with a Verizon Fios triple play online, just $89.99. That's a month with a 2-year agreement. Get your choice of a $300 Visa prepaid card or a $300 Amazon.com gift card. Desmond, a running threat, leads the Nats in steals with 15. And Adam LaRoche had one down and away go right off the end of his bat first time. Little dribbler down the third baseline. Kyle Kendrick went and got it barehanded, threw him out. He goes low and away to start this at bat, but misses.
Ian Desmond extending his lead on Kyle Kendrick right there. He's thinking about going.
Five out of 28 gunned down by Eric Kratz on the year. And this is a pitching staff that doesn't give their catchers a lot of help. Highest ERA now in the National League after what the Nats have done to them last 2 nights. Desmond running, and Kratz from his knees trying to throw him out. No chance. And that's Ian Desmond's 16th stolen base to match his 16 home runs.
And Kratz is asking John Hirschbeck for interference. They're having a chat right now. You see the jump of Desmond, not the best jump, but gets to top speed and picked a good pitch to go and watch. Little cutter on the inner half, and he is saying there was interference with the hitter, Adam LaRoche, but I don't think there was contact made. There has to be contact made.
Does the hitter get a pass as well if the ball is that far inside?
It doesn't matter. If you swing and fall across and the catcher comes out and makes contact with you as a hitter, it's interference. But I don't think there was contact made because Kratz threw it from his knees. If he would have thrown it conventionally to where he got up and threw, there definitely would have been interference.
Now LaRoche is 3-0. And he's aboard. 2 on, nobody out for sweet swinging Wilson Ramos. It's Cal Kendrick's first walk, and not a great time for it. Like Desmond, 5 out of 9 in this series. And Desmond might be in the mind of Cal Kendrick a bit, getting a huge lead at second base. And now after he misses way outside, his catcher out to visit. I've heard you talk many times last year, year before, and this year about a batter having a game plan. Certain hitting coaches will stop a guy on the way onto the field to ask him what his plan is for that at-bat. So break down, FP, if you could, what a game plan actually is.
Well, it just simplifies the at-bat. And Rick Schu's been working with all the Nationals hitters about just picking a pitch in a zone. And when you get that pitch, getting off a good swing. It's tough to cover, fastball, curveball, changeup from a guy. And you would think, well, FP, these are professional hitters paid millions of dollars. Shouldn't they have a game plan every time? Well, I'll tell you what, you get 600 plate appearances plus a year. There's times when you go up there, you're just swinging. You're just looking for the ball and you're swinging. And when you have a game plan, all of a sudden you're like, well, that's not the pitch I'm looking for, ball 1. That's not the pitch I'm looking for, ball 2. And you find yourself into good counts. It simplifies the process. It simplifies the at-bat. And it gets you deeper into an at-bat, seeing more pitches.
Ramos on a ball boring in on him. That foul makes the count 1-2.
And the plan has to be specific too, Carp. It's not just I'm swinging at a fastball. It's I'm looking for a fastball down and away, and I'm going to drive it to right center field. Or I'm sitting on a first pitch curveball, and I'm not just swinging because it's a curveball. I'm making the curveball be elevated above my belt, and I'm going to drive it to left center. So you take that plan, you be real specific with it. To that way, you're just not swinging at a fastball. You're swinging at your fastball.
No doubt about it, counts have gone longer for opposing pitchers lately. Lombardozzi is next. Even when you look back at the Atlanta series, in all 3 of those games, the Nats were 1 or 2 out hits away from winning a couple of those games. Ramos, that's going to be a base hit. Here comes Desmond. Jewett waves him home. The Nationals lead 2-0. Wilson Ramos is 2 for 2. 6 for 10 in this series. And still nobody out.
Let's check out the sequence. Kyle Kendrick versus the Buffalo. See how it goes. First pitch, fastball down away. Little trip to the mound, gets a fastball down the middle at 89, fouls it back. Pulls another 2-seamer down and in, and then a cutter away for a ball. And then he gets a hanger up and out over the plate. Hits it right between short and third to give the Nats a 2-0 lead. Desmond speeding around third. No shot at him. And once again, the line moving. Keep it moving.
So Ian Desmond, nice trip around the bases. His stolen base. Kind of got this inning moving after his leadoff hit. Then LaRoche walked and Ramos got the base hit. Lombardozzi dumped one over the third baseman's head. Great guy to have up in this situation. Such a good contact hitter. He's had great success against Kendrick. Right up the middle. Kendrick bobbles it. So that cost him the possible double play. LaRoche to third. Ramos retired. Strasburg coming in, and he could be bunting or swinging in a situation like this, and Rich Doobie is heading for the mound.
Well, look at that ball got on Kendrick a little quicker than he anticipated. Got his glove up, didn't stick in his glove, and he still chose to go to second base. And honestly, without anybody holding Ramos on at first, I thought he was going to be safe at second, but Kendrick on it quick. Made a good throw right to Jimmy Rollins to get the force. That first hop in the dirt with a little top spin on it. You see, kind of got on Kendrick a click before he was ready. More self-defense right there. Getting the glove up in front of his face. Productive out, though. Gets LaRoche to third with one out.
Davey could play this one a two-way. Try to get Lombardozzi to second base. Or maybe have Strasburg make this a 3-0 game. You do run the risk of the double play if you have the pitcher swinging away. Steven squared around. And he's going to first base. And the Phillies have to argue here that he was trying to hit the ball.
He didn't pull the bat back.
Yeah, and James Hoy just gave that sign from first base. So that looks like it's going to be strike one. Davey comes out, and John Hirschbeck says, hold on a minute.
I couldn't tell from the angle we had right there if he did pull the bat back, but from what we saw initially, I don't think he did.
And the fact that John Hirschbeck wants to talk to our manager, not theirs, is not a good sign for the Nats.
Let's see, did he pull the bat back? This will show you. Argument down low, bunt up high.
Not really.
No, he didn't pull the bat back. And the strike or the attempt supersedes the hit by pitch.
Just hope that didn't get Steven on the hand or the arm down around the wrist or anything like that. Davey's not happy. Hirschbeck explaining it to Strasburg. You don't want to see your ace squared around and a fastball coming right at him.
We talked about a lot. Pitchers see other pitchers square around. They'll throw the ball up and in. It's the hardest one to get out of the way of, and it's the hardest one to pull back on.
Runner goes. Lombardozzi, and that ball was swinging fouled. And that got John Hirschbeck. 0-2.
How about Davey Johnson going hit and run right there? Lombardozzi on the move, trusting Steven Strasburg to get the ball down.
Worth a shot for one pitch, huh?
Yeah, I like it if you trust the guy at the plate to put the ball in play.
Well, now do you want him bunting with 2 strikes, or do you trust him that he could do that?
That's a good question. With his leg the way it is, anything on the ground's a double play.
Lombardozzi holding, and that's outside. So Strasburg, an easy take. Nats have already scored a run on a Ramos base hit. LaRoche at third, Lombardozzi at first. And the strikeout. It'll be up to Span with 2 down. Kyle Kendrick, third K of the game. This moment in history brought to you by Volkswagen. Best thing ever event. Visit VWDealer.com. Levon Hernandez for the Expos back in 01. 4 for 4 with a homer. Giants I'm sorry, Giants beat the Cubs. He was with the Giants at that time. That was part of an 8-for-8 he had. Livan Hernandez. The Levo show was in full effect on that day for San Francisco.
Getting 4 at-bats as a pitcher is a good day.
Yeah. Yeah, pitching long enough to get 4 ABs. I remember a conversation we had a couple of years ago. Livan was very proud of the fact that in his career, he had well over 100 hits. We knew that. But he also had over 100 sacrifices in his career. He liked that.
Well, that's where Kyle Kendrick has been living to Denard Span this game, just on the inner half of the plate. And consistently pound him in with the cutter-sinker combo. He's trying to get him out of there. Lombardozzi with that beautifully executed steal of third base last night off Diekman in the 7th, to where as soon as his head rolled to home, Lombardozzi had a good jump. I thought Lombardozzi had the 2 biggest plays of the night last night, the walk and the steal of second.
Yeah, the pinch hit walk. And he got himself to third base with 1 out. After Span had sacrificed him.
It's a couple of baseball players right there. 2 guys that are down and dirty. Kevin Franzen, Steve Lombardozzi. It's a gamer club.
Generous call. Span doesn't like it.
Generous and tardy, don't you think? They cut her on the inner half. See what pitch track has to say. Hirschbeck looks at it, then decides it's a strike.
Yeah, and then when Span stepped out, John Hirschbeck stared him down. Two on, 2 out. If it's close, try to make it 3, 4, or 5-0.
Hirschbeck's a little grouchy today. He's getting it for both dugouts.
Targeting in again. Interesting scenario. Runner at first. 1-2 pitch. Maybe he takes a little bit off, throws a breaking ball in the dirt. Lombo could be running, and certainly Adam LaRoche looking for something in the dirt, standing down there near third base. This is a count where often some strange things can start happening on the bases. Steve with a short lead at first. Holding. Span, high chopper on the infield. He's going to leg it out, and the Nats lead 3-0. Banged it right down off the plate. And Denard Span has 3 RBIs in this series.
He's got 2 hits today off Kyle Kendrick. Both have been on pitches away. And right when it looked like Kendrick was going to pound Denard Span in all day long, he lets one out over the plate, and Span chops it right off the plate. Look at the dirt coming up off home plate. And once it goes this high, you know that Chase Utley has no chance with the speed of Denard Span. Another infield single for the Nats center fielder.
Yeah, have a smile, Denard. Another Nat with 5 hits in this series. And here's Ryan Zimmerman, who could really bust this thing open. 7-hitter of the inning. And getting back in there, Denard Span, as Franzen gave a shout and got in behind him. Or at least somebody gave a shout. Probably somebody hollering back.
That was Police Officer Tarasco down there at first base yelling back.
Good job of directing traffic.
got his cop shades on.
Ryan has pulled the ball twice to the third baseman. He pulls this one and hooks it into the seats. Long inning. 38 pitches in 3 frames, 27 now, and he's up in the mid-60s.
Boy, if you're doing that with a runner on second and 2 outs, a lot of times that's telling the hitter you don't want to throw the pitch. Total focus should be always on the hitter with 2 outs.
Utley sneaks over by the bag. Zimmerman left side. Deflected. Stays on the infield as Ashe got a piece of it. And Trent Jewett again almost tackling a runner over at the third base bag to keep Lombardozzi from wandering. And now Bryce Harper will bat with the bases loaded. Bryce in this series 1 for 10, dying to do some damage. He has driven in 2 runs this weekend. And Kendrick starts him off with a straight change.
Well, first time up walk-up song was Tick Tock. That was Don't Stop Believin'. If he hits one off the broken clock right here, we're just tying it all together.
If he hits one off the clock, we could play Back to the Future. Bryce, pretty good rip. That was another off speed by Kendrick, a little harder than the first one.
Well, veteran guys, veteran pitchers with good off speed will go softer in crisis situations, meaning they'll go to their off speed, lean on it, and prey on your aggressiveness as a hitter.
Two with the bases loaded.
But it's just so dangerous going hard in on Bryce in this situation. If you're going to go in there, you better get it in there, and it better not have any plate.
That's a change up, 82. He's gone 81, 83, 89, 82 in the 4 pitches here. Marathon of a 4th. Facing his 8th batter.
Let's see if that pitch is trying to set up something on the inner half here hard. Soft away, hard in. Or they can double up back out there soft. Taking a long look.
Kratz hopped inside. He started walking to the dugout after catching that one. And Nissan will track it.
And John Hirschbeck just got more mad.
Could have been called either way.
Eric Kratz thinking that's a strike. Hearing it from the Phillies dugout. John Hirschbeck, not a happy man today.
Wow, what if Harper does something big after that? Here comes the 2-2. And he just hits it out to left center. Playable for Michael Martinez. The Nats will settle for a couple, but they made Kyle Kendrick probably set himself up to not go very deep in this game. On to the top of the fifth inning here. Shadows getting long in Nationals Park. 3-0 home team on 8 hits already. Top of the fifth inning, Darren Ruff, Cody Ashe, and Eric Kratz. In between innings, some very colorful dialogue between the home plate umpire and the Phillies dugout.
Well, the one thing I've learned about the 5 o'clock Sunday start, everybody's abrasive on both sides.
Yeah.
Some short fuses today.
Well, travel day for the Phillies.
Maybe they just forgot it's Sunday.
Phillies going from here to Atlanta. That's enough to put anybody in a bad mood.
Yeah, the way they're playing.
Yeah, their one-game losing streak came to a close today. Strasburg, meanwhile, brilliant. 43 pitches in 4 innings, 32 strikes. And he's 1-2 on Darren Ruff, who he struck out first time.
You grouchy too?
I'm in a great mood.
Good.
Because the boys are up by 3.
All right.
Now, give that lead up, it may be a different story, but it doesn't look like it's going to happen the way this guy's throwing. That was interesting. Hirschbeck walked up the third base line, had a dialogue going with a good part of the Philadelphia dugout.
It was Cliff Lee. It was he and Cliff Lee going back and forth, and we caught some of it on our mics that, being a family show, you can't hear.
I'm sure Cliff Lee a little frustrated. Had a 4-0 lead last night. He failed to lay down a sacrifice bunt in the 4th inning that might have set them up for another run or 2. He didn't do it. They didn't score. And the Phillies had a grand total of 1 hit the rest of the night against Tanner Roark, Tyler Clippard, and Rafael Soriano, who were amazing out of the bullpen last night.
I was talking to Jason Worth about that hit before the home run off Lee, and he was saying with 2 strikes, you just never know what he's going to throw you, so you know he's going to be around the plate, and you almost designate that you're going to swing with 2 strikes, because a lot of the Lee fastballs, those cutters away late, you give up on him, so he was just hacking all the way, battled, and got that knock.
Pretty good battle here. Strasburg and Ruff jammed him. Darren Ruff able to get that bat around to foul it. On deck, Cody Ashe. And that one went flying up and in. 96 got away. Ruff's been battling for a while. He was drafted 4 years ago at the age of 22 out of Creighton. 33 at bats in the big leagues last year. Now the Phillies taking a good long look at this big, strong slugger. And that's one way to neutralize a guy like that, is with a good changeup. Strasburg with his 8th K of the day. That was a great one-on-one battle right there.
Yeah, 10-pitch battle ends with a nasty changeup from Strasburg. Look at all the pitches on pitch track. Last one looked like a strike. You see the grip just out on the fingertips, turning it over, pronate it. Good arm speed, and Ruff way out in front of the 90-mile-an-hour Steven Strasburg changeup. That is not fair.
You just drop a pronated on us?
Wow. Sort of.
I've never heard that anywhere but a running store.
Yeah.
There's Cody Ashe, who struck out swinging, but I got your point, because definitely leaning on one side and that thing going right down and into the right-handed batter.
Yeah, just don't ask me to start spelling things.
Into right field, Jason Worth. How good's he going? He caught that ball right in a little square of shade out there. Strasburg 4 in a row now. Nats Live Concert Series continues Thursday, August 29th. After the Marlins played the Nats in a 7:05 game, Sammy Hagar. Game tickets start at $10. Go to nationals.com/NatsLive. You must have a valid game ticket that says Miami at Washington, August 29th. Ten of the last 11 for Steven Strasburg now.
I'm looking forward to that Red Rocker concert on the 29th. Not really looking forward to the day after, though, the 30th. It should be fun. '98. Gas.
Kinetic North America to track it.
Not only 98, watch the location. It's 98 on the black. No, thank you.
1-2 count. And Eric Kratz able to ID that breaking ball. He hit the ball really hard last time. The best swing of Phillies taken today, lined out into the glove of Ryan Zimmerman on a hooking line drive that was labeled for the left field corner. Strasburg holding on to that one too long.
99.
Not many long counts.
I don't remember Strasburg hitting 100 this year, but he's flirting with it right here in the 5th. Pitch before that, 98. That one, 99.
Gets a pop-up right side. Adam LaRoche looking at it. And then Lombardozzi will make the call. A little better angle for Steve. That's 11 of 12 for Strasburg. Dominating. Worth about to lead off. George way out ahead of Tom. So you know something's up.
Well, they're spaced out every day, really, when you break it down.
And there's the Sharknado. Now George takes him out. The other three had taken him out. William Howard Taft. Oh, my gosh.
Oh, that's just wrong.
That's a tornado that's on the ground for a long time.
Just wrong.
And look at Teddy close it out to get the win.
The ovation was amazing, too, when Teddy won the race.
Yeah. And it just goes to show down the stretch, these racing presidents are capable of a good race when they decide to run.
The Shark is Shark soup.
Shark week over, and none of us too upset about that. Worth 1 for 2, bottom of the 5th. 5 of 10 in the series. Let's hope they don't have Gecko week coming up. Look at that. 14-game hitting streak against the Phillies. So really averaging a hit and a half per game, or 3 hits every 2 games. Just doing big time damage against his ex-ball club. I mentioned Friday night, even though the Nats have been coming off a sweep by Atlanta, the mere sight of a Philadelphia uniform in your ballpark should get you going. And Worth just keeps on going. 2 for 3 today. And now he has 6 hits in this series.
Well, he's the one in Philadelphia, when the Nats were there last time, talked about you just wake up and eat some face. Well, for about a month and a half, Jason Worth has been eating some serious face. Another line drive single off the bat of Worth. What new? The hits just keep coming for number 28.
Nats, by the way, will have to sweep this series to avoid losing any ground to Cincinnati today. Reds beat the Padres at home 3-2 with a walk-off in the 13th. Washington would have to win to stay 8 back in the wild card race. Ian Desmond 1 for 2 in the series, 5 for 9.
And when you feel like Jason Worth, it's just so hard to understand. You're just in your own little world. It's a very quiet, calm, peaceful world. It's called the zone. It's where, you know, if athletes could bottle it and sell it, they'd be gazillionaires, because it just doesn't come around that often. And it's hard to explain why or how you get into it, but it's the most amazing feeling, to where you just have total relaxation. You're not thinking about anything other than being an athlete. The head's not getting away of the body. And that's what happens most of the time at the highest level for athletes. I mean, everybody's talented enough to get to the big leagues. The brain's what gets in the way a lot of times. And right now, Jason Worth in his own little world, and he's digging it.
Well, and I think maybe the best element of that you've mentioned over the years, how the game slows down for guys when they're locked in like that.
Yeah, it does. There's no negative thoughts, nothing clouding your mind. It's kind of athletics at its most simplest form, which is hard to get to that point, the highest level. It really is.
Two to Desmond. Base hit the other way last time. A lot of hitting room over there. He's going to rack that one into left field. Pitch him away, base hit right field. Try to get inside. He'll hook it to the other side. And Ian Desmond has a 6-hit series.
And the Nats with their 10th hit of the day.
Yeah. 11 hits, 8 runs last night. 12 hits, 9 runs the night before. So sustaining the offense. We've seen flashes of it this year here and there. But after every time you and I looked at each other and thought, all right, here it goes, there'd be a setback or two. Now there is some consistency going on. And here's Adam LaRoche, who walked and scored last time up. Nats have had a couple of chances to kind of punch out Kyle Kendrick and the Phillies here. This opportunity presents itself early in an inning with nobody out. Philly bullpen busy. Justin DeFreitas has been up and throwing in every game of this series. He did pitch an inning on Friday night. Adam LaRoche hits one hard and well foul.
Well, you see the difference in the national hitters. First 101 games, runs per game 3.7, last 15. So a small sample size on the right, but trending north. Batting average 265. Averages runners in scoring position respectable. And how about the record on the bottom? That's just ridiculous. 50-14 when they score 3 runs or more. 36 over.
Off speed. 2-1. Jason Worth was way off the second base bag by the time that pitch was caught. And you know Ian Desmond's eyeing him from behind. If Worth would make a move, Desmond would as well. They're playing behind him. He's got a huge lead. That's a strike on the corner. And the count's even to Adam LaRoche.
That's one of those, as a hitter, say, you know, you can have that pitch in a 2-1 count. Change up on the outer half. Now you fight with 2 strikes. Guarantee you part of the game plan in this at-bat wasn't swinging at a 2-1 change.
Two pitch, target away. Now it's in. Kratz hopping around back there from one side of the plate to the other. And then Kendrick missed with the fastball. 3-2. How much confidence as a manager would you have in Adam LaRoche making contact here?
Well, you just have a lefty up and, you know, a line drive if you start the runners as a triple play.
Don't want to take the bat out of Wilson Ramos' hands.
All right. I don't know if you're guaranteed a fastball here either.
With the runners holding, Ramos will bat with the bases loaded. Nobody out. Second time LaRoche has walked today. The only batter, Kyle Kendrick, has walked.
Well, Buffalo's 2 for 2, looking for more.
And of course, Davey catches him after a night game last night. Putting Ramos in there every day against the struggling Kyle Kendrick. One of the reasons was Ramos was 3 for 6 career against him coming in with a home run. So with 2 for 2 today, he's 5 for 8 with 2 career RBIs. Phillies have to play the infield in. Chase Utley hanging back at second a bit. He may come in with the pitch.
This is the 7th straight game that Wilson Ramos has started.
Well, he's driven in 21 runs in his last 25 games. That one's up the middle. Coming home is Utley for 1, and they get none. Here comes another runner. Save! Ian Desmond basically stealing home when the ball got away just a few feet, and the Nats lead 5-0.
That's playing some hardball.
LaRoche ends up at third. Ramos aboard.
So just a jam job to Chase Utley turns into 2 runs for the Nationals. Erik Kratz just sitting there. The ball trickles away, and the hustling Ian Desmond scores the second run. Looks like Utley was a little flat-footed right there. Throw one hopper to Kratz. Worth scores. Look out, here comes Ian Desmond. Bam, another run. That's the way you play the game.
Phillies trainer out looking at Erik Kratz. Charlie Manuel has come out.
Jason Worth didn't even know that Ian Desmond was hot on his trail right there. That's the way you play baseball, folks. Good stuff.
Well, they've given Chase Utley an error on that throw. They might have to give a second error for Desmond coming home, unless they just call it a two-base throwing error. Didn't hear any announcement about an RBI for Ramos. But he couldn't care less. He's put his team on top by 2 more runs here. Still nobody out. Lombardozzi, the hitter. Unbelievable baseball instincts we've seen lately from Ian Desmond. Remember the play the other night where he faked the throw to first and got a runner trying to go to third? And now he just about steals home at the tail end of an exciting play.
It's just playing the game the right way. It's playing hard. It's playing like there's no tomorrow. It's fearless, and it's what Davey Johnson's been waiting for all season long. This brand of baseball you've seen the last 2 days.
Lombardozzi, good contact man. Infield in. He'll lay off.
And check it out one more time. Utley flat-footed, throws a one-hopper to Kratz. Worth scores, knocks Kratz's knee out of there, and Ian Desmond says, I'm going to try to score, and he just gets his foot in ahead of the tag. Kratz couldn't hang on either way. Can't see that enough.
Lombardozzi with a base hit. LaRose scores. Heading for third, Ramos. Throw is in time to get him, but Lombardozzi does make it to second base.
They're playing aggressive, trying to take the extra base. You're heading the game 6-0. Why not? Wilson Ramos trying to go to third. He'll get some high fives for the hard effort. And Lombardozzi gets an elevated cutter from Kyle Kendrick up, drives it into right field. That scores a run, and Wilson Ramos had to hesitate a little bit. And that enabled Darren Ruff to throw him out at third base, but the 6th run of the night.
And the Nats have knocked Kyle Kendrick out of this game after just 4 1/3. As far as we can tell, Ramos did not get an RBI for that ground ball. So this call to the bullpen is packaged by the UPS store. We love logistics. For a sweep of the Phils. Long way to go in this one, but a runner on, still only 1 out. 3 more runs home in the 5th inning. Carlos Ruiz, on what's probably a double switch, will catch now and play bat 9th. Eric Kratz might have had his hand shaken up or injured on that sliding play by Desmond. New pitcher Justin DeFreitas. He will face Steven Strasburg with Lombardozzi at second base. 1 out. Bottom of the 5th. Steven locked up on a breaking ball.
DeFreitas fastball 93, slider 84. Occasional changeup at 86.
Strasburg, nice take on a good 0-2 slider. Denard Spans had a good day. 2 hits, a run driven in. Strasburg late for that fastball. 2 outs. It's all right. He's doing his job. Go take a breather. 6-run lead to work with. And Denard Span, the 7th Nat, to bat in the 4th. They sent 8 up in the 5th. 8 up in the 4th. And if you're a season plan holder, take your experience to the all-inclusive suite level. Availability, pricing, check it all out. Nationals.com/club3. Denard Spans had a nice series, 5 for 12, 3 RBIs.
Made some nice plays in center field too. None better than that running catch in right center last night. Been all over the place.
Up the middle, ball hits off the mound. Gives Chase Utley a bigger hop than he would have gotten. Another good inning for the Nats. They put 3 more on the Phils and lead by 6.
Desmond a couple of knocks. Jason Worth, what new? He's got a couple of knocks. And Steven Strasburg through 5 has been great. So some early concerns about lower half issues. Lee Kuntz came out. Steve McCaddy came out. Was kind of limping around when he ran down to first. His first at bat on a sac bunt. But after that, whatever was tight, whatever was cramped, whatever was hurting, not a problem for Steven Strasburg. He has been fantastic.
And by the way, 11 of his last 12 retired. Faces Michael Martinez to lead off the 6th. Great ratio. My goodness, look at that. Split action on that changeup.
That's called attacking, being aggressive, and pounding the zone.
And if you're keeping score, 2 runs in that 5th inning unearned because of the error. That's a commitment by Martinez. Ramos up with it. Throws it right over the runner's right shoulder to LaRoche. And that's 9 Ks for Steven Strasburg. So the Phillies box score, not a whole lot to look at. Leadoff single, first pitch of the game by Jimmy Rollins. Utley's double play erased him. Dominic Brown walked leading off the second. He was caught stealing later. And the only base runner stranded, Kevin Franzen, with a 1-out single in the fourth. Strasburg's high, of course, in strikeouts. 3 starts ago, 12 against the Pirates here, July 24th. Carlos Ruiz just came into the game, and down he went.
Yeah, welcome to the game, Carlos Ruiz.
Ruiz is 2 for 4 career against Strasburg with a home run. It's a good high-riding fastball right there.
That changeup has just been absolutely ridiculous. And since the changeup he threw in the 3-2 count, I think to Darren Ruff, it's just been off the table with late movement.
That was a great curveball. Falling off a table of its own, and Ian Desmond throws out Ruiz. For the Achiever and you, PNC Bank, with our minor league report. Well, we've seen Nathan Carnes at the big league level this year. He's back at Harrisburg, and over his last 10 starts, 500 the record, but look at the ERA. Strikeouts way up, more than 9 per 9 innings pitched. 12th rounder from 4 years ago, doing quite well.
Call him up. Could pitch tomorrow. Start that game tomorrow.
There's Rollins. Do we have another congressional baseball game we don't know about?
Tomorrow's an off day.
Of course. Jimmy Rollins, base hit and a strikeout.
Interesting finish. I don't know if he caught a cleat or not right here, but watch the finish from Strasburg.
Yeah, that left landing spike just didn't slide.
Said he was fine. Told Wilson Ramos to stay back there. I got it.
Rollins out to center. Denard Span waiting for it. I think it's about time this man starts being talked about as a potential Gold Glove winner in center field.
Agreed. Bottom of the sixth, it's time for your AFCEA report. AFCEA, the Association for Global Security Professionals. And let's go down to Julie Alexandria, who has a little something on Bryce Harper.
Hey, thanks, FP. Well, in yesterday's game, when Bryce Harper laid down that bunt to score the tying run in the seventh, a lot of people questioned and they said it's not exactly what we're used to seeing from Bryce Harper. But it sparked a bigger conversation that I had with him earlier today, and he said it's all about doing the little things to help your team. He said it's not about personal accolades or individual production in games or big contracts. He said, to me, nothing compares to winning with your team. And he sort of reiterated the comments that he made back in the clubhouse during the Detroit series. He said it's about being a family, and it's all about seeing the bigger picture, something that he's doing very well here. And let's talk about some inspired baseball right now, right, FP?
Absolutely. Well, we talked about it last night. How many times do you see a guy hitting third in the major leagues lay down a safety squeeze in a big situation like Harper did last night? I mean, all the elements were right? You got a nasty lefty slinging it 3/4, throwing 97 miles an hour. Good slider to go with it. Get the bunt down. It wasn't the prettiest bunt in the world, but it worked. Got the job done. Whatever it takes, right?
Yeah, and you almost had the feeling that as soon as the Nats tied that game, it was over, because they had so much momentum on their side.
One of the first time since last year they came back from a 4-run deficit. So I said hot tub time machine 2012.
3-0 pitch in there from Justin DeFreitas to Ryan Zimmerman. Infield hit last time off the glove of the third baseman. A little bit up and in. Zimmerman's aboard for the second time. That's the third time Ryan's walked in this series. So he's been on base 6 times this weekend. Nats box score. Big 4th inning, big 5th inning. But right now the difference in the game is the run back in the 1st inning.
Look at all the crooked numbers.
5 guys with 2 hits. Harper, maybe 0 for 3 today and 1 for 11 in the series, but he's walked a couple of times. He's driven in 2 runs. And there was some question after last night's game. It resurfaced again today in Davey Johnson's pregame presser. If Bryce Harper bunted last night and drove in a run with that bunt, why was it not called a sacrifice instead of fielder's choice? And I guess the answer for that was given today because there was an out made at second base. Well, in my opinion, if you sacrifice a run home, that's a sacrifice for me. That's one rule that I find very strange and obscure. High bouncer, Franzen. Then he throws, and a tag required at the other end. Zimmerman out on a 3-6 double play. Kevin Franzen's looking like a all-star defensive guy at first base today.
He's a good athlete. He's going to play good D wherever you put him. But kind of to your point, Carp, I agree. You know, sacrifice, you throw out the runner at first. The lead runner scored. You advanced him. So what's the difference if they went to second or went to first at that point? Once the run scored, somebody was going to get thrown out once Chase Utley caught the ball.
Yeah, sacrifice is a sacrifice.
Unless you give a double super duper sacrifice if you get 2 runners over at once. And you can take that to arbitration, which is nice.
Base is empty, 2 outs. So what's Jason Worth have for us this time? Set an RBI hit up the middle. Single to left, run scored in the 5th. Batting average at .326. You know, but the spirit of the at-bat for Harper last night, he gave himself up.
Jason
That's a
Worth
sacrifice.
Giving himself up, too. Playing right out of his uni.
Look at this.
Shocking. Absolutely shocking.
Jason Worth is 7 for 12 against the Phillies this weekend. His batting average is getting up toward .330 now.
I mean, just play any at bat for the last month and a half. There it is.
You know, in the early history of this ball club after coming to Washington, and I'm talking about over a period of several years, maybe the best pure hitter we've had around here was Christian Guzman, who just, I mean, base hit machine. But Jason Worth has the power and the extra base stuff and the RBI stuff to go along with that. And what he's doing right now is as good as anything we've seen in this ballpark or RFK those first couple of years.
I told him today, I suggested putting an IT at the end of his last name on his jersey, and he liked it. Worth it.
Ian Desmond's 2 for 3. Single right field, single left. And a big swing that had him on his heels, and the count's 1-2. Nats have hit the Phillies now 12-2. And 35 hits in this series. Well on his way to a 2020 season, Ian Desmond. Nats will see some good pitching from the Giants this week with Madison Bumgarner, Tim Lincecum, and Ryan Vogelsong. They're getting hammered by the Orioles today, 10-2 out in San Fran.
Is that Vogelsong's first start since he got hurt against the Nats?
I think so. I thought he came off one start ago. Might be his second. Desmond reaching, pops it up. Chase Utley, 6th inning over. Only one inning today has seen the Nats go 1-2-3. They lead by 6. Brought to you by Hyundai. New thinking, new possibilities. And by Navy Federal Credit Union. 4 million members, 4 million stories. Navy Federal Credit Union. Beautiful evening aboard the Patriot, heading downstream on the Anacostia. Jason Worth will get the rest of the series off. Day off tomorrow. That'll be a nice breather for him. Roger Bernardina checks in right field. Top of the 7th this year. Steven Strasburg, by the way, has gone at least 6 innings for the 19th time this year.
He's gone 7 innings or more in 7 of his last 9 starts,
including 4 in a row. Fastball up the middle, base hit. Kevin Franzen 2 for 3.
What did I say last time up? Kevin Franzen was going to leave nothing to chance with John Hirschbeck after arguing first time up on a called third. So that's 2 hits for Franzen, both on the first pitch after getting into a little heated discussion with John Hirschbeck after his first at-bat.
And by the way, that was Mike Winters, another crew chief who threw him out earlier here. So he's done well with Jake Diekman, their lefty. Chase Utley has hit into a 4.63 and fouled out to Zimmerman. At the bag, LaRoche, fair ball. And the tag. The Nats pull off a 3-6 double play with a tag.
3-6 the hard way, touching first base, taking the force off, so LaRoche has to throw it to Ian Desmond. Desmond has to make the tag, so nice backhand play, a little flip throw right on the money to get Franzen. Strasburg approves. A couple attaboys. Nice play, Adam LaRoche.
Two double play balls today. Strasburg's retired 15 of the last 17 Phillies. Dominic Brown 0 for 1 with a walk, and he'll drop one into right field. So the Phillies double their hit total with 2 here in the 7th. All weekend long, Masson's been rewarding fans with great prizes, exclusive opportunities. Social media weekend styled by the Haircuttery. Follow us on Twitter, Facebook, mobile, and Instagram for more ways to win. Share a haircut with a child in need. Find out how at haircuttery.com/share-a-haircut.
Does it say follow us on Twitter?
Us as a network, yes.
Okay, all right.
You're nothing if not relentless.
Yes. I'll get you on Twitter.
Well, I'm setting up a conference call with Vince Scully and Chipper Jones. We're all going to talk about it.
By
That's a fastball.
Golly, I'm going to get you on Twitter.
1-1. I might already be on and you just don't know about it.
That's a good point.
You know, you guys thought I went to see Mary Poppins in New York, and I didn't.
You're probably one of the fake FP accounts.
Wreaking havoc whenever I can. If you see one that talks about how great your partner is, it's probably me. Darren Ruff has struck out twice. Strasburg trying to go at least 7 for the 10th time total.
He's done it with pinpoint command with the fastball. But then the curveball and change have just been fantastic. I mean, the changeup itself didn't have a real good feel for it the first couple of innings, but then once he got that pitch right there, it was all over. Goodness.
Double-digit strikeouts for the second time this year. That's 10. 7th inning stretch time. And it's brought to you here at Nationals Park by Hyundai. New thinking, new possibilities. Slipping and sliding, the kids are having a great time, and the grown-ups in uniform, the same. Tonight he's 11-7, and he's gone 7 or more in 10 consecutive starts. Gio for the Nats. 5 starts, 2-0 with a .218 against ball clubs from the National League West. And as mentioned, whenever you play the Giants, you're going to see good pitching. And the Nats will open up a 3-game series Tuesday night. Nats Extra before and after every ball game. This team is playing some really good baseball right now. And a 6-0 lead as we go to the bottom of the 7th inning. I mean, Worth's having a good weekend. Denard Span, Wilson Ramos, Ian Desmond, both sides of the ball as well.
Well, I just seen a lot of good at-bats in a row, and what that does to a pitcher that's facing your ball club, it makes them work. They start redlining early in the game, so when we've talked about game plan hitting and guys going deeper into at-bats, now you're seeing the effect of it. Maybe not right out of the gate, but 3rd, 4th inning, you're seeing quality at-bats, guys putting solid at-bats on them. Getting some hits, scoring some runs. It's nice to see.
Coupled with Steven Strasburg, coupled with defense. Nice to see these departments working together. Sometimes it starts with the shortstop.
Well, Ian Desmond's had a nice day here. He got a base hit his 2nd time up to right field on a 3-2 pitch, so a solid at-bat. Steals 2nd base. And then 3rd at-bat, another base hit, and this is where it gets fun. And Wilson Ramos with a little jam job there to chase Utley. Short hops Eric Kratz, and here comes Ian Desmond barreling down the line. Just gets his foot in. Big time high five. And the Nationals playing out of their uniforms here today.
Jake Diekman for the Phillies. He'll be their 2nd reliever, 3rd pitcher of the day. Inning and 2/3 for Justin DeFreitas to get things settled down for them just a bit. Adel Morosia to lead off. He's walked twice, scored twice today, 0 for 1. Well, maybe the Nats will get the Phillies nice and maddening and go down to Atlanta and help the cause a bit over the next few days. Cole Hamels, Julio Teheran tomorrow. Ethan Martin for the Phils. Chris Medlin Tuesday. John Lannon, Brandon Beachy on Wednesday in that 3-game set. While the Nats have a day off tomorrow and then get things going Tuesday against San Francisco. Diekman, 2/3 of an inning last night, but he walked a couple of guys, ended up getting charged for 2 runs. He'll strike out LaRoche. Bottom of the 7th underway. Ramos and Lombardozzi now the next 2. This copyrighted telecast presented by authority of the Washington Nationals and may not be reproduced or retransmitted in any form, and the accounts and descriptions of this game may not be disseminated without the express written consent of the Washington Nationals. Wilson Ramos, 2 hits, reached on an error last time. Put the ball in play with the bases loaded. And the Nats got a break on a throwing error by Chase Utley, trying to get a runner at home. Oh, 2.
That sounded like a robot play-by-play guy right there, the way he said 0-2.
0-2.
Nice.
And Ramos gone. Diekman comes in, strikes out a couple. 2 outs. Lombardozzi will be next.
Just another example of every ball club having somebody down there that throws mid to upper 90s, and we've seen a lot of them this year, more so than others in my mind, that are left-handed. Back in the day, you bring a lefty in, he's a trick guy. He's going to try to throw you changeups and sliders and cutters and kitchen sink stuff.
Lombardozzi keeps chugging along. He is 3 for 4 today. And it seems like lately, every time Davey calls on him, he's got something really good in store.
Boy, he takes advantage of opportunity on a consistent basis. And that's what good bench players do, and that's how good bench players become everyday players. We're talking about Livan Hernandez with 4 at-bats, and anytime you have 4 as a starting pitcher, it's a good day. Well, here you go.
Well, Steven Strasburg threw 7 innings on only 82 pitches. So he's gone 7 at least for the 14th time this year. He's got a chance to go at least 8 for the 4th time. And we'll find out shortly. Diekman strikes out the side, gave up a hit to Lombardozzi. Into the 8th. Nats by 6. Denard Span after he hit that ball off home plate. Fans rocking and rolling with the guys today and having a great time at the ballpark. DentaQuest provides affordable dental coverage. Even an umpire loves it. Priceless smiles. Remind you to ask your broker about DentaQuest. The truck did not tell me that shot was coming. Pure elation at the privilege of calling a Nationals game today. Top of the 8th inning. Ashe, the pitcher's spot. And then Michael Martinez against Steven Strasburg. He's gone double-digit Ks for the 10th time in his career.
I think he's trying to accomplish something that he never has before here today. That might be the storyline of the rest of this game.
Jonathan Papelbon. What did we tell you the other night? He's had 1 save opportunity since the All-Star break. He has not been able to get anything done for the Phillies this weekend either. Casper Wells, Towson State, waiting. High pop up. Bryce Harper waiting for the fair ball. Playoff bound Potomac Nationals. Well, they're back home now. And they've got a lot going on down there at Fitzner Stadium in Woodbridge. They've got Dollar Mondays, the Tyler Moore bobblehead when he won the Carolina League MVP a couple of years ago, fireworks shows halfway to St. Patty's Day, and a Danny Espinosa backpack to give away. There's the website, 703-590-2311.
Just 85 pitches for Strasburg.
Sounded like a busted bat. Ryan Zimmerman launches it over to Adam LaRoche. 2 quick outs.
This is getting interesting. I love it.
That'll bring in Michael Martinez.
That happens someday, doesn't it?
What?
Complete game.
Oh.
'86 pitches tonight. In command, been in rhythm all night long. So in a game in the first inning where you were wondering if he was going to stick around, how about this?
Yeah, and it's unusual because I always thought if Steven ever got a chance to go to the distance, he'd have a 4 or 5 strikeout game, pitching to contact, getting quick outs. But we're talking about a guy who has fanned 10. That's a good-looking pitch. Just missed. 1 ball, 1 strike to Michael Martinez, who he struck out twice. And the way you go very, very deep into a ball game is to get some streaks going. At one point, he had 8 in a row. Right now he's working on 19 of his last 21 retired. Challenging guys with a fastball, getting another out, ladies and gentlemen. Steven Strasburg is going to take the mound for the 9th inning today. If he doesn't, we will be shocked. National Medical Center every time a National hits a home run this season. That's thanks to our Washington, D.C. Lexus dealers. Lexus, the pursuit of perfection, and the Nats have hit 110 this year. They've put a whole bunch of offense on the board today without hitting the long ball. So bottom of the 8th coming up, 6-0. Out hitting the Phillies 13-4. Jason Worth, 3 more hits today, and in this series, FP, he goes 7 for 12.
Yeah, and it's time for a Hyundai drive of the game. New thinking, new possibilities, and why wouldn't we show you some more Jason Worth? Can't get enough of it the way he's swinging the bat. First time up, line drive single to left for an RBI, putting the Nats up 1-0. Third time up, lousy single to left. Fourth time up, how about another base hit? So Jason Worth, 3 more hits today. And he is just fun to watch at the plate all season long.
Denard Span, a good day, 2 for 4, a good series, 5 for 13. With 3 runs batted in, he goes up hacking against Jonathan Papelbon, looking for work. Span 1 for 3 career against him. Phillies closer has 20 saves this year, but virtually nothing since the All-Star break. The Phillies have lost their last 10 games on the road, and overall they've lost 16 of their last 20. They are in a big-time dive.
Well, he said, I definitely didn't come here for this, Papelbon. If I'm going to have to put up with this year after year, then no, I don't want to be here. Why would you? Why would anybody?
Denard Span puts a charge into that ball. Out to deep center, Michael Martinez. Circular route to go back and grab it. But Span hitting the ball well. Next up, Ryan Zimmerman on base his last 2 times. It's been a nice evening here. Ball game just now about 2.5 hours old, bottom of the 8th. Maybe Charlie Manuel will get number 1,000 and more in Atlanta.
Pretty good rip.
Papelbon holds on to that one. 1 ball, 2 strikes.
So when you play the wild card scoreboard, right, you got to start looking at a bunch of different teams. The Diamondbacks lost today 9-5 to the Mets, but the Reds won 3-2 against the Padres. And if the Nats keep playing like they are, this could be fun, checking out about 4 or 5 different scores a night. Bring it on. Let's go.
A little bit low. Papelbon was walking off the mound waiting for his guys to throw the ball around the horn right there. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Nissan will track it.
Yeah, he didn't even look. He just thought it was strike 3. And that'll get hitters' attention, Carp. There's nothing worse than being in the box and watching a pitcher walk off the mound thinking that was a strike, basically telling you you don't know what a ball and a strike is. At least that's the way hitters take it.
That ball came up and hit Ryan and called foul ball by John Hirschbeck.
And Papelbon called Ryan Zimmerman out. He said he's out, put his arm in the air, and John Hirschbeck didn't like that either.
Wow. It's been an interesting day between the crew chief and the Fightin' Phils.
Well, Papelbon saying that it hit Zimmerman out of the box and he should be out. I'm pretty sure he's still in the box right there because his feet are just where they were when he swung.
Ryan hammers one to third. Cody Ashe handles it. 2 outs, bottom of the 8th. Bryce Harper coming up. Swing for the fences. The new Home Run Derby mobile game from MLB.com. You can download it free right now for iPhone, iPad, and select Android devices. Bryce Harper 0 for 4 today, just 1 for 12 in the series, but he's done some good things to help out the ball club. Off speed. Harper against Papelbon, 1 for 2 career. Be a perfect Sunday for some of our Nats fans here. 32,355, by the way. If Bryce Harper would hit one a mile before this one's over.
I think it'd be a perfect Sunday if Steven Strasburg stayed on the mound for the 27th out.
That would be great.
Excited about that. Boy, you got a pitch right there. 91 right down the middle, fouled it back. I don't know if the Phillies are real happy with Bryce Harper swinging a 3-0 count up by 6 runs. I don't know if Chase Utley just went to the mound and said something about that to Papelbon or not.
Yeah.
Stay tuned.
And Bryce will hit one out to Chase Utley. And then Utley will kind of wait an extra step while Harper was going down the first base line. Nats go 1-2-3. Strasburg for the 9th ahead. Pitches, 62 strikes, and trying to go beyond 8 for the first time in his career. 1 out will take care of that, but we all have something else in mind here as he'll take on Ruiz, Rollins, and Franzen for the Phils.
Let's go back to the 3rd inning. Michael Martinez, time for your Cholula flamethrower. Cholula hot sauce, the hot sauce of the iconic wooden cap. Available in original flavor, chili lime, chili garlic, chipotle, and complete game.
Like the sound of that. And a ball 1 to Carlos Ruiz, who came into the ball game to catch for Eric Kratz. Grounded out first at bat in the 6th inning. Takes him 3 innings to get another at bat, and that's outside 2-0. Steven has retired 20 of the last 22 Phillies. There is no activity in the Washington bullpen.
Uncharted waters right now for Steven Strasburg. And you don't want to think about it. You got to get yourself into a zone to where you're not thinking about complete game. You're still on autopilot, thinking about getting outs.
Fastball, right center. Denard Span cruising. 1 out.
It's a precious thing to be on that mound for the 27th out for the first time or any time as a major league pitcher. And
well, PNC brings you Nats Extra with Johnny and Ray when this is over. Nats trying to get the upper hand in the season series 7-6, trying to beat the Phillies in this ballpark going back to last year for the 8th time in the last 10 meetings. Top of the order, Jimmy Rollins, 1 for 3. Pops it up. Ramos or Zimmerman. It's the third baseman. 2 down.
Well, Nats Park's about to come unglued, and let's take a listen.
$92,862 see the weekend series. An average of nearly 31,000 a game. And it's Strasburg against Kevin Franzen, who has 2 hits today.
It'll be the first time the Nats have ever swept the Phillies here at Nats Park.
Trying for their 5th sweep of the year at home. Previous victims, Miami, Detroit, White Sox, Padres. Outside, 2-0. Zimmerman! Complete game for Strasburg on an amazing play to close it out. And obviously his first shutout goes along with the first complete game. A 4-hitter.
Just think about the way it started. You didn't know if he was going to continue because he had some kind of cramp issue going on with his leg. Stays in the game. The next thing you know, he's got a 4-hit shutout in his first career complete game, and it ends on a spectacular play by Ryan Zimmerman. Bullet down the line on his toes, makes the play to end the game. Unbelievable.
Strasburg retires 23 of the last 25. He's got a CG on his ledger.